So in today's video, we're going to tackle the Damasteel. So probably be a few videos. So we're going to make a blade with this Damasteel. This is a piece of Damasteel. It's a stainless patterned steel bar stock. This came from Sweden. This is a hot isostatic pressed powdered metal made steel with just a beautiful pattern. It's in fact, it's almost like a mirror. I can see myself looking over the camera, and it's just a beautiful piece of powdered metal stainless steel. And this is very, very commonly requested, and this stuff is very expensive. And you can see where I got it from. I got this from Jan's. Jan's is a great company, by the way. You should totally check out their catalogs. It's just plumb chock full of knife making stuff. All kinds of tools and glues and scales, wood, springs, you name it, everything you need to make knives. Be sure to check out Jan's. This stuff's rather expensive, and normally if you buy 12 inches of this, it'll run you about $400. It's a very expensive piece of stainless steel. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to make a Damasteel blade. Get some measurements real quick. The pattern on this one is called the Thor. The thickness on this one is 2 inches, 225 thousandths. And the thickness of it 160. So this is a 160 by 2 inches, and it's got a beautiful pattern on it. This pattern is called the Thor pattern. Just using a big whiteout. Now we'll cut this. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's got a beautiful pattern on the steel. Maybe the etch will bring it out later. Welcome to the surface plate. What we're getting ready to do now is we're going to check this Damasteel bar stock to make sure that it's flat. I did run the bastard file around the perimeter, and then also I hit it with the Scotch-Brite wheel. Then I cleaned this bar stock with acetone, and then I cleaned my surface plate with ammonia. So what we're going to do now is check this, make sure that it's flat, and that's pretty good. And this side here very clearly spins like a top, so let's mark that with a Sharpie. So I'll mark that. And now let's see how much the bow is. So now I'm going to see how much the bow is. I'm going to actually start with a 2/1000 filler gauge. And then we'll just see. So the 2 is going underneath there very clearly. And here it's good. So we at least have a 2/1000 bow. We'll now try the 3. This is a focus. This is a 3/1000 filler gauge. Try the 3. My camera will focus. There we go. The 3 will not go. 3 goes in the middle. Part of the way. So I have a 3/1000 bow. Let me check it with the 4. Check it with the 4. The 4 will not go. So what we have is we have a 3/1000 bow in the middle of this bar stock. So I'm going to go to the arbor press and take that out real quick. Check it on the surface plate. So now you can see the bar stock will no longer spin like a top. We'll now check that with a filler gauges. 3/1000. This is a 3/1000 filler gauge. The 3/1000 filler gauge will no longer go underneath the bar stock. This is perfect. We took the bow out. We are now going to put this onto the aluminum fixture and then start machining this blade. So this is my aluminum fixture for the blades. Made about 200 blades with it last month. It's starting to show some wear. But very quickly we're just going to clamp these down and then make sure that everything's flat. Here I've very simply attached the bar stock to the aluminum fixture, and now I'm just using a 4/1000 feeler gauge to make sure that they are in fact down and flat. If you want to know how I make fixtures, that's an upcoming video. I'll put a link to that video here after I create it. And also, if you want to see a better look of this fixture, I have an older video. You can find a link to that here, and you can check out a better view of this fixture. So this is now flat. This is ready. We're going to put this inside the mini mill and start machining out our blades. Have to establish our work coordinate and also change the tools in the carousel. So let's go to the house. What are you doing? That's not your bed. So while the house is warming up. Hey, by the way, my name is Christopher Gillian. If you're still watching this, you must like knife making. Please subscribe to my channel. The button should be like right here. Or maybe it's over there, I'm not sure. But please subscribe to the channel. Hey, just so you know, I don't carry a cell phone. I do all my communication through the shop's landline. And the best way to reach me is through email. My email address is christopher@gillianknives.com. Reach out to me through email. I'll get you on the books, and then I'll give you the landline to the shop. So this is a 2/2,000 feeler gauge. I'm just very quickly making sure that everything's down and flat. Make sure that my fixture is down all the way. And make sure that the Damasteel bar stock's down. I do not want this 2/1000 to go anywhere underneath this part. So this is down and flat. Now we're going to machine this Damasteel blade. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill holes through the tip and the pivot, and then we'll attach it and get these clamps out of there. And so we finished machining out the bevels. The next step is I'm going to sand out these step overs using EDM stones. So last night was a long night for me. I was up to about 3 in the morning machining these, and you can see they come out just absolutely beautiful. And what we're going to do now is we're going to remove these step overs, and to do that I'm going to use EDM stones. And we're going to take all day and just remove these ugly, hideous step overs and make this knife a beautiful bevel. If you're interested in these EDM stones, I do have a video. I'll put a link in here, and you can check that out on your own free time. So you can see here I removed the machining marks from my bevel. It's starting to get close to a mirror. It's actually 1200 grit. And the next process that we're going to do is we're going to surface grind this to match our backspacer, and then come into the cheek, do some engraving, and then we'll move into the heat treatment, and that'll be in the next video. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.